Hello, I'm Alice. I'm 20 years old and I am a failure. No, I'm not talking about academic success. I'll tell you my story. I lived a normal life, but 2 years ago, it all changed. My friend and I were driving her father's new car, and then it happened. All that I remember after the accident is a noise in my head, hellish pain all over my body, and darkness. Since then, I haven't been able to see. Shards had gotten into my eyes. Doctors diagnosed me with practical blindness. The maximum that I could distinguish was the difference between day and night. After that, life became unbearable. Friends grew distant. It became difficult to do the usual things, and most importantly, nobody wanted a blind girl around. Once, my mother left me in the gas station store so she could go back for her purse. I stood near the cash register, holding soda, chips, and 2 chocolates. Yes, junk food, but what did I have to lose? So I'm standing there waiting for my mother when suddenly someone pushes me from behind. What do you think happened next? Yes, my not very healthy goodies fly out of my hands. Just what I needed. I immediately began searching for my snacks. Excuse me, I heard a man's voice, and I feel someone's hand with my chips. No problem, it happens, I muttered. In the evening that same day, the telephone rang. It was Alex, the guy who caused me to get my exercise in the convenience store. He suggested that we go out on a date. I immediately replied that it was unlikely that anything would happen between us, for obvious reasons. But he was firm in his decision and said that he wasn't counting on anything. He just wanted to invite me for coffee. Well, fine then. I agreed. At least it would break up the monotony of my identical day-to-day life. But I still had an unanswered question. Mom, did you happen to know where this guy got my number from? In response, only her special smirk, which I could see even without the presence of vision. It turned out that the stranger had waited until I left the store and then asked my mother for my phone number. You already know the result. 2 days later, the date. It's a good thing that I can't see, so I don't need to hide my eyes in embarrassment. We had a nice conversation. I told him about how I lost my sight, and he shared his story. Alex was from a wealthy family, and on his 20th birthday, his parents gave him a sports car. Somehow, he and his friends arranged a race. There was an accident in which the car turned over and ignited. Alex survived. The consequences of the accident were unbearable. Endless burns on the face and body. At that moment, I felt all his pain, because I knew how he felt. This date was followed by another, then a third, then a fourth. I got butterflies in my stomach, a smile, trembling knees from kisses. I had fallen in love. 2 freaks found each other, I joked in my head. I studied the scars on his face, carefully and gently touching every one. He said how good it was that I couldn't see his disfigured face. But I, on the contrary, dreamed about it. He kissed my closed eyes, hugged me, and I told him about my dreams and hopes to once again restore my vision, because there was so much I still wanted to see. It was the 2nd year of our happy relationship. I was already easily moving around the city alone, preparing delicious food, and was confident in the future, because there was support nearby. He was nearby. One spring morning, the phone rang. Alice, you have surgery in a week. I have agreed. What? What operation? Is this a joke? I was immensely happy, but at the same time, I did not understand why now. This was an expensive operation. Why had fate given me this gift? Over the next week, I noticed that Alex was not as talkative, as if he were pulling away from me. I thought he was worried, because soon I would be able to see him. But he was wrong. After all, I loved him for who he was. We went to the operation together. Alex reassured me. The last words that I remembered, "Everything will be fine. I love you, baby." And then silence. After the operation, I still couldn't see. I was wearing bandages. I really wanted to hear his voice, but only my parents were in the room. My mom gave me an envelope, and here's what was in it. "Hi, honey. I'm glad that you can hear me, which means that the operation was successful. Thank you for 2 wonderful years. I have never felt so happy, and it's all thanks to you. I listened to how you dreamed to restore your vision and about your desire to see the sunset again. and it hurt me to realize that you were losing the taste of a fulfilling life. I wanted to give you a second chance, but this time without me. I love you, but my fears are stronger than me. I'm sorry, I can't get over it. I can't let you see me like this, with the scars on my face and heart. I left you some money for rehabilitation. Take it, please. You deserve to see life in all its colors. Do not look for me. I changed my phone number and moved to another place so that we would not meet by chance. Be happy, Alice. Yours, Alex. Tears streamed down my cheeks. I couldn't understand what to do. At that moment, doctors entered the room and began telling me something, but I didn't care. 5 days have passed. I can see, and it would be the happiest day of my life, if not for one but. I miss Alex, but I don't know what to do. Look for him or give him some time? What would you do in my situation? Write in the comments.